Today I'm doing a film breakdown of Brett Makar and his matchup against UVA. So let's jump into the first clip. So the first thing I want you to notice with this clip is let's talk about where this coverage starts, right? So coverages from these back corners are really tough, almost because it feels like an alley dodge, but yet you don't have help immediately. So the best thing you can do as a defender is how I like to think about it is if I was the attackman, I want to see where my line is to the goal. So his line to the goal is straight this way. So if the attackman has a straight line to the front of the crease, you as a defender have to completely deny that. Okay, that's the biggest thing first of all. So if your attackman has that line to the goal, you're gonna want to overplay that side because that's so dangerous. Because if he gets under, which is very easy to do because of how much space there is, if he gets under there, then it's almost immediately a goal unless a coma slide comes. So you see, he denies that first initial cut downside. Then he comes across. What I want you to notice right here is he's in a trail position, so he's ready for the rollback. But since he has the angle with the crease, he rides the rail, is able to catch up, and pushes him out, right? He's not trying to seal him at GLE, he just wants to get him out. And he gets a little V hold in right there just to seal him finally. Let's go to the second clip. Okay. Another really tough position here, right? You have that pick that's trying to seal you top side, which is really hard to get either over or under. Brett is able to get over the pick here, which is huge. As you can see, the short stick midi hits the other midi, which slows him down a little bit, which is very helpful. So he pushes him out a little bit so that Brett actually has a little more distance between him and his man. So he's able to get over that pick. Now he's a coverage from up top, right? He's almost in the center of the field, so he's going to play him pretty straight up. As he comes to that left side, he's going to slowly close off that top side angle. And as the midi starts driving down the alley, he's making sure top side isn't available. And he gets a little bit of separation here. Now, the biggest thing I really like about this clip is with the separation, he's patient, right? Instead of lunging and trying to completely close that gap, he's patient, and that rollback comes. And since he's patient, he's there to defend it, right? So you need to find that balance between being patient with how much space you have between your man and being too close to your man. Because if you're too close, that rollback's going to be open. But if you're too far, he has the whole alley, right? Here's our third clip. Okay. The first thing I really like about this clip is he starts in a back pedal right, comes into his drop step, and he's able to get under that pick cleanly, right? He's not clipped. He's completely still with his man, right? So he's not a threat right here. We're still playing him. And he starts to take top side a little bit, but what I really like is he's looking at his body language. If you look at the midi, he's leaning back, like he's giving away that roll. As you watch him come, he's still leaning back, and then he rolls back, right? So his body language is completely backwards. Right now, he can't take a shot, and Brett knows that. So he's staying in a slight trail position. Like, top side's almost there, but the body language of the midi is leaning so far back, he knows he's either going to roll or he's not a threat, right? So he rolls back, and he just pushes him out and gets in that V hold and gets in his hands. Here's our last clip. It's kind of a fun one. Okay, so the reason I put this in is because I want to note, as a pole, it's hard to have confidence in transition, but one of the biggest things you can do to give yourself easy goals is if you're a trailer, a lot of like midis or defensive midis won't respect you as a shooter as much. So when you trail, you're almost always going to be open, because if you're that first guy coming down the break, someone's going to slide to you, right? That's pretty obvious. But if you're at second or third guy coming down that break, it's a lot less likely you'll have a man on you. So if you can get that late pass into a rip, that's huge. Or if you come down on a break and you pass immediately, the slide comes immediately, you pass. If you stay for just like a couple more seconds rather than running back, you might have an opportunity like this where you can get a pass back and for a shot. That's all I have for you today, and thank you so much.